Welcome, SENS Talk.
He scores! He bats it in! Tim Stützle wins it for Ottawa! Stützle is going to put the finishing touches on an Ottawa win. See you later. Go SENS, go!
Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon Plant, and I am your host. What a game, ladies and gentlemen, tonight as the Ottawa Senators took on the St. Louis Blues. My goodness, I mean, wow. I cannot get over that game. That was unbelievable, and one of the wackier games you're going to ever see, frankly. Between the power outage, the delay puck drop, the weird skirmishes near the end, the absurd stat line for many players, and of course the absurd final score. This game really had everything for a late October matchup in the middle of the week. So with that, let's get into the game recap because there's a lot to recap. So as I kind of already mentioned, the power went out before the game. There was a crazy storm here in Ottawa on and off the ice. So the game was delayed by 30 minutes, which for me kind of sucks because I'm going to be up a little later now with the videos and I got work tomorrow. But let's just say the Sens made it plenty worth the wait. But going into this game, the Ottawa Senators were at 500, which is not bad. But then you take a look at the Atlantic Division and you realize, oh crap, we are in by far the toughest division in the National Hockey League. At 4-4-0 at 500, the Ottawa Senators somehow were still last in the Atlantic Division, which says all you need to know about how tough it's going to be this year. To edge out some of those teams in the division, we have to keep pace no matter how early it is, especially after two, let's call them embarrassing losses against Vegas, for example, on Friday night. Just a terrible collapse in the third period. That game Ottawa should have won for sure. And then you can make your arguments about the game against Colorado where it was a great push at the end, but you really would have loved to see them at least get a point out of that one. So after, frankly, 4 points left on the board in back-to-back games, looking to stop, losing streak, frankly, this is not a must-win. In my opinion, however, it was a statement game for the Ottawa Senators. How would they respond after two crucial losses in a game where they got to bounce back at home and turn the tide? And let's just say they did just that. I just want to mention something. Malcolm Subban has signed an AHL contract with the Belleville Senators. His Matt Sogard is out for a month plus, which is really, really unfortunate. And Jan Yannick is also going to be out for multiple months. Some really tough injury news there for Belleville. But they got some good depth. Unfortunately, though, for Belleville, Ottawa is also dealing with some injuries. Zub's still concussed. Shane Pinto is out week to week, and David Perron is gone for family matters. So Belleville's depleted. Depth continues to get depleted as Zach Ossipchuk gets recalled for this one, and Cole Reinhardt gets sent back down. With that, that's enough of the pregame notes, other than the fact that Linus Ullmark would start this one for Ottawa and Hofer would start for the St. Louis Blues. Let's get right into it. To the first period of play, it's all Ottawa. Less than a minute in. What a pass here from G-Money to Josh Norris. 1-0 Senators. What a goal here for the Noof on a great pass along the boards from Claude Giroux. Look at your screen right now. Giroux looked behind his back twice. He knew exactly what he was going to do before Norris was even in the vicinity of the net. What a pretty pass there to give Ottawa the early 1-0 lead as Claude Giroux extends his point streak to 7 straight games, 4 goals and 5 assists for 9 points at this point in the game for him. And Batherson as well extends his point streak to 5 games, 8 points in those 5, 4 goals. What a start there for Ottawa. And again, I can't say this enough, Claude Giroux ages like whiskey. He is so good. Moments later, Brady Tkachuk gets a breakaway, but he is stopped. And by the way, Ottawa is 3-1-0 when scoring first. But again, you cannot ask for a better start there for Ottawa after a really weird opening portion of the game where 30 minutes where the Ottawa Senators and St. Louis Blues had to sit in the dark for like 30 minutes or so. So great to see the Ottawa Senators were the one to jump and get a head start early on because that really could have went either way. Both teams, I'm sure, were feeling a little off after that pause. But literally a couple of minutes later, my goodness, Ottawa, the goals keep on coming. It's Mario. He's boxed out, finds Noah Gregor, and that's why he's the Grey Goat. Noah Grey Goat, 2-0 Senators. Noah Gregor with his second goal of the year. He roofs it top shelf, past Hofer to give Ottawa a 2-0 lead. By the way, Zach Ossipchuk caught up for this game, game number 8 of his NHL career, point number 1 of his NHL career, gets the secondary assist here. He started the play, frankly, along the boards in the neutral zone, had a nice cross-ice pass, zone tape-to-tape pass, frankly, from along the boards with a couple guys on him to a streaking through the middle of Mario. Mario, of course, while getting boxed out, very good edge work there to hold his own, get the pass over to Gregor, and Gregor does the rest. 2-0 Senators, and my goodness, the goals keep on coming. Let's keep it moving. Tim Stützle picks up a puck in the defensive zone off a turnover, and he gets shot out of a cannon. You know how Timmy Stu does. He goes on the offensive, and my goodness, he pulls off 1,000 dekes. Looks like me jamming the buttons while playing Chell, and he puts it past Hofer. Blocker side, 3-0 Senators. What a goal there for Timmy Stu. The hands do not lie. That is 3 5-on-5 goals, by the way, for the Ottawa Senators, who have absolutely been struggling this year to score 5-on-5 goals. In a game where I already mentioned, where they needed to bounce back after a couple of brutal losses to the Avs and Vegas, 5-on-5 goal scoring has been an issue for this team. Not tonight. The first 3 goals all in 5-on-5 play. So after 20 minutes of play, Ottawa, shot out of a cannon, leads by 3. It's 3-0 Senators in one of the more complete periods of the season. And Ottawa, by the way, they've scored multiple goals, the second most in the National Hockey League this year. It's unbelievable how many goals this team has scored. And we're going to talk about it as well. That power play is a big reason why. And by the way, Ottawa could have made it 4-0 near the end of that period. They hit the post. But we go to the second period. As I just mentioned, you know, the power play has been a big reason why Ottawa is scoring so many goals. 5-on-5 has been a bit of an issue. Definitely not the case today. 5-on-5 scoring, and now the power play scoring as Brady Tkachuk makes it 4-0 Senators. His 5th goal in the last 6 games. He finishes a feed from behind the net by Mr. Drake Batherson. 4-0 Senators. Stützle as well makes a nice pass here just after basically almost bobbling the puck off a deke. So good edge work there from Tim Stützle to hold on to that puck, pass it over to Batherson. And Batherson, of course, sets up Tkachuk right in the bumper to make it 4-0 Senators. The power play cannot be stopped. At this point in the game, the Sens had a 46% power play efficiency rate. Unbelievable. Tkachuk, that dad power is unparalleled. 5 goals in the last 6. Let's make it 6 goals in the last 6. Brady Tkachuk on the power play again. Let's one rip from the right hash mark. Ottawa's up by 5 suddenly. It's 5-0 Senators. My goodness, Tkachuk. 6 goals in his last 6 games. A power play goal. The second of the night for the Sens. 5-0 Ottawa. And by the way, almost as pretty as that goal, if not more pretty than that goal from Brady Tkachuk, is that unreal fake pass from behind the back from Jake Sanderson to set him up for that goal. But my goodness, we're so used to seeing Brady Tkachuk crash in the net and get in those goals there. To see him rip one from like 30 feet out top shelf was a beautiful sight to behold. 6 goals in his last 6 games now. 26 shots taken in that time span. So that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. This guy puts so many pucks on net and so many of them go in. That is Brady Tkachuk for you. And by the way, that dad power cannot be appreciated. You know, he clearly has some dad power and it's working dividends for the Ottawa Senators. Because look, Ottawa's power play, I have to mention it. At this point of the game, Ottawa's power play has scored 12 power play goals in the last 9 games. At this point of the game, on the year, Ottawa was 12 for 27 on the power play. That's nearly 50%. That's essentially best in the National Hockey League. Unbelievable. Now look, that power play percentage is going to drop down. Let's all be real about it. However, let's ride it while we can and enjoy it while we can, because my goodness, this power play is absolutely lethal. Frankly, it should be classified as an extinction level type of weapon. It's that good. It's unbelievable. It's that dangerous. And the NHL should put hazard suits on the opposing teams when they gotta take on this power play, because they are unstoppable. And then moments later, my goodness, everyone is scoring as the hockey god, Adam Gaudette, makes it 6-0 Senators on a nice pass from Nick Cousins from behind the net. And it's all Ottawa. It's officially a blowout for the Sens. 6-0 after 40 minutes of play. By the way, Adam Gaudette, otherwise known as the hockey god, 3 straight games with a goal for him. Unbelievable for a 4th-line center. This guy is finding ways to score. And again, we all saw him as the #1 center in Belleville? No. This guy's going to be an Ottawa Senator for a good time this year, I think, because this guy, as long as he plays like this, is not going anywhere. So we go to the third period of play, and you could probably imagine where this score and where this game is going is, yeah, Ottawa is up by 6. And why not make it 7? They got the touchdown, might as well get the extra point. And Timmy Stu, the point is good. 7-0 Sens. What a pass here from Thomas Chabot, who was dancing all night, deserved to get on the score sheet. Frankly, thank goodness he did. It would have been a shame if he didn't get a point, considering literally everyone else was. So great to see him get on the score sheet there. On a pretty feed there to Tim Stützle for his second of the night. Top shelf goal as Ottawa takes the touchdown. It's 7-0 Senators. A casual 4-point night for not only Tim Stützle, but Claude Giroux, who is, by the way, again, gotta say it 1,000 times, Claude Giroux ages better than the best whiskey you have on your shelf. This guy is so good. And when push comes to shove and Ottawa needs to extend this guy, give him a blank check, let him write the check. Because there's no world that I want to live in without Claude Giroux as an Ottawa Senator. As Ottawa leads 7-0. Unfortunately, the last thing you would want out of this game is a shutout for Linus Ullmark. He's not going to get it though. Holloway puts home a one-timer on the power play to cut the lead to 6 for the St. Louis Blues. No chance there for Ullmark, a one-time goal to make it a 7-1 game there for Ottawa. And the hockey god is not done. Adam Gaudette puts home another one off a turnover out front to make it 8-1 Senators. Moments after, by the way, Jordan Binnington, he's known as one of the fakest tough guys in the National Hockey League. This guy always loves to leave his crease, start punching players. And when they push back and drop the gloves and are, ready to take him on, suddenly, I'm the goalie. I got to go get my water. I got to go do this. I got to go do that. I got to go anywhere but the fight that you just instigated. And that just happened again. He took on Tkachuk. Tkachuk gets in his face and suddenly, Binnington wants to move away from the scrum, and then he challenges Ullmark, and Ullmark comes out. Suddenly I gotta get water at my bench. What a softie this guy is. Unbelievable. The fakest tough guy in the National Hockey League. And I say that because it's not just this game he's done that. He's literally done that every single game he's got into a skirmish. So what a softie he is, and what a soft goal there for the Blues and for him. As Ottawa is up by 7 again. It's 8-1 Senators. If you're a CFL fan, I guess this can still qualify as a football score as Ottawa wins 8-1 over the St. Louis Blues. Not a shock, I know. After literally the first 3 minutes of this video, you're not shocked whatsoever. As Ottawa Senators take care of business and they take down the St. Louis Blues 8-1. Whew. Now for the St. Louis Blues, there's literally not a single positive I can take away from that one, other than the fact he didn't get shut out, and at least the game was played. I mean, they had a point there when the power was out. I thought maybe the game wouldn't even go on, which would be terrible for the Blues because they're on a road trip right now. That just logistically would have been terrible. So at least you got that. But maybe you preferred if the game got canceled, to be honest with you. But either way, that's enough of the Blues because they're feeling the Blues, and we are certainly not. Let's get to the game notes. 3 Sens tonight had 2 goals. Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Gaudette. So the offense was well spread throughout the lineup. By the way, Tkachuk and Batherson already have 13 points this year. Unbelievable in 9 games. While Claude Giroux on a 7-game point streak had a 4-point night. While Tim Stützle riding a career-high 5-game assist streak. He's dishing that puck out. He's also scoring some goals. 4-point night as well for him. Leads the Sens in points this year with 14 in 9 games as well. While Ottawa's power play tonight was 2 for 4. Which is pretty good, 50%, not bad whatsoever, but the power play is absolutely insane. It's a top 3 power play in the league for a reason right now. It's shooting at nearly a 50% clip, and it shows no signs of slowing down right now. So as long as that power play is firing on all cylinders, Ottawa has to take advantage of that and get as many wins here as we can. And speaking of wins, this is the first time the Sens have won 5 games in their first 10 matches since 2017. And by the way, I don't know about you, reports tell me that the Ottawa Senators had a pretty decent year in 2017. So we'll just leave it at that. Hopefully history repeats itself, other than, of course, ruining the vibes with that Game 7 double overtime result. Should not have brought that up. But anyways, we're going to move on from that as we move on now with a 5-4-0 record as we go to Madison Square Garden on Friday night as we take on the New York Rangers. A tough matchup there as Ottawa looks to take this win and to double it up to go to 6-4-0 and to get a couple wins in a row. So let's see what they can do on Friday night against the New York Rangers. I will see you all then for that. But besides that, thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, and I'll see you all soon. Go Sens, go!